Were the Neanderthals really killed off by Campi Flegrei, Europe's awakening supervolcano? We know it's in the area of Naples, and of course Pompeii. It was one of the victims. The volcano beneath Italy erupted 40,000 years ago and had catastrophic impacts on Earth's climate around the same time that the Neanderthals began their slow march to extinction. Deep beneath Earth's surface, the Campi Flegrei supervolcano near the city of Naples might be slowly stirring into life. This epic volcano has a devastating history, and some experts believe an eruption 40,000 years ago could have played a role in the extinction of the Neanderthals. But did it really kill off our ancient relatives? The 7 to 9 mile volcano, that's 12 to 15 kilometers, situated in southern Italy, not far from Mount Vesuvius, Pompeii's fame, is a massive underground volcano that has not erupted since 1538. However, it has been showing signs of increased seismic activity off and on since the 1950s, and recent research suggests Europe's most dangerous volcano might be creeping towards an eruption. Campi Flegrei has produced some huge eruptions in the past, most notably an eruption that occurred roughly 40,000 years ago, may have been Europe's largest eruption in the last 200,000 years. Volcanologists refer to it as the Campanian Ignimbrite, an eruption that rated 7 on the Volcanic Explosivity Index, according to the 2020 study in the journal Frontiers of Science. The scale only goes up to 8, and only supervolcanoes record the highest rated eruptions. The blast brought about a massive change in Earth's climate, and it happened right around the time the Neanderthals, Homo neanderthalensis, disappeared. The timing of both incidents led scientists to speculate that Campi Flegrei's eruption may have influenced the Neanderthals' disappearance. Campi Flegrei, the flaming fields, and the Neanderthals. Benjamin Black, an assistant professor with Rutgers University, was part of a team that built a climate model in 2014 to test the hypothesis that the volcano might have delivered the killing blow. When precisely Neanderthals vanished is a topic of more debate, but there is evidence to suggest it could have been around the same time as the Campanian Ignimbrite eruption, he said, and I think it's really this suggestion of coincidence in time, plus the possibility of climate disruption, that leads people to wonder whether the eruption was linked with the demise of the Neanderthals. The model predicted cooling of 3.6 to 7.2 degrees Fahrenheit, that's 2 to 4 degrees Celsius, in Europe, the year after the Campanian Ignimbrite eruption, depending on how much sulfur was released. And this would have been cooler than the 3.6 Fahrenheit drop known as the Little Ice Age, a period of cooling from the 14th to 19th century that saw widespread famine and social unrest. So it is conceivable that a massive climate catastrophe triggered by Campi Flegrei eruption could have doomed the Neanderthals. But according to Black, the rest of the evidence does not add up. Our model predicted that the most severe volcanic cooling was further east, rather than in the areas of Europe where holdout Neanderthal populations seem to have been clinging to survival, Black said. He suggested that while Neanderthals were undoubtedly affected by the volcano, they were far from where the majority of the climate disruption actually happened. At the time of the Campanian Ignimbrite eruption, Neanderthals were already facing a bigger threat. Anatomically modern humans, that is, Homo sapiens, had arrived in Europe and were outcompeting the Neanderthals for resources, putting them on the ropes. Antonio Costa, a senior researcher at Italy's National Institute of Geophysics and Volcanology, agreed that the volcano is not a smoking gun in the mystery of the Neanderthals' demise. Most of the Neanderthal population started to decline rapidly around 40,000 years ago, Costa said. However, the time resolution of these events is not enough to claim a cause-effect relationship. Costa does not just suggest that the volcano did not kill off the Neanderthals. He argues that the eruption might have actually helped struggling Neanderthal population to survive longer than they would have otherwise. Costa was an author on the 2016 scientific report study that suggests modern humans and Neanderthals had coexisted in Europe prior to the eruption, but that volcanic fallout might have temporarily halted much of the westward expansion of modern humans into Neanderthals' habitats. We actually propose that the eruption could have been even delayed the decline of Neanderthals, Costa said. While the actual extinction date is a matter of debate, Neanderthals stuck around for a long time after the Campanian Ingdebrite eruption, and the final holdouts were eking out their existence in Gibraltar as recently as 28,000 years ago. And this is by Cameron Duke on Life Science. Please leave your comments and thank you for your support. Please support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.